Welcome to Firearms of America. Today, as you guys can see, I finally have Under Armour review on my channel, and these are the Under Armour Horizon 50, also for whatever reason known as Under Armour NXT Team hiking shoe. Alright, so I don't know which one, whether it's Horizon 50 or NXT. Overall, I do love these. These are great, very, very comfortable, very lightweight. I do like this thing, although it makes it very, very hard to get in and get out of this. But once you do, very comfortable, and the outsole is half good, which I guess you'll have to find out later in the review why it is only half good. The price is decent, $116 currently on Amazon. The link is in the description below. Yes, overall great. So if you don't want to watch the whole review and you just want to go ahead and buy it, go ahead, buy it. They are true to the size, no problems there. But if you have time to watch the whole review, let's get into it. Now, as some of you already know, this review is specifically for my Ultimate Survival Boots section. Now, basically, if this wasn't just your regular hiking boot, but you had it in the house and something bad happened, or maybe you were wearing it, you were hiking or trail running in it, and something bad happened, and now you had to wear this for a long time without taking them off. You had to travel miles and miles until you get to safety and fight, climb, whatever's necessary to survive, right? Think about your survival situation. Would this be good to survive in? How do we make the judgment? We make the judgment based on 8 different criteria. Let the review begin. Criteria number 1, comfort level. Of course, one of the more important ones. And like I said, these are extremely comfortable. I love the comfort level of these hiking shoes. And there are a few factors that contribute to that comfort. Number 1, of course, the weight. These are very lightweight, but let's find out exactly how lightweight they are. This is size 10, and the size 10 is 11.8. And let me tell you guys, this is very, very impressive. Now, if you watched any of my other reviews, you know that I talk about the number 20 all the time. You want something that is under 20. If it's a little bit more than 20, it will be on the heavier side. But you have to look at kind of the features, all the protection or whatever that it comes with, if it's worth extra weight. But the more under 20 you go, the lighter it feels and the easier for you it is to walk for miles, run for miles, do whatever, right? Climb, be fast in general. 11.8, well under 20, almost half. Very impressive, very, very lightweight. There are a few other things that contribute to the comfort level. Is the flexibility of the outsole. And as you can see here, it is fairly flexible. Now, don't get me wrong, it's still sort of on the firmer side. I expected a little bit more flexibility from this, but overall it is pretty good to the point where you can run properly in these hiking shoes, if you want to use them as trail running shoes, without putting stress on your ankles, on your knees, and so forth. Right? Another factor that contributes to the comfort level is the inner sole, and let's see if I can take it out so that you can see the inner sole itself. And nothing crazy over here. Decently, very, very good arch support here. Some heel pad. Not much of the cushioning. That's one thing I kind of wish that there was a little bit more cushioning in the inner sole, or maybe an additional layer of cushioning. But there isn't. It goes straight into the hard rubber. Not that bad, but if you're running in these, you better be running properly, because if you're not, you will put some stress on your heels that will transfer to your ankles and your knees. But speaking of the comfort level, you do have some padding over here. This fabric is very soft. On the inside of the toe box, it feels very soft, but really just because it is soft on the outside as well. And throughout the boot, it does feel fairly comfortable. But the best thing that contributes to the comfort level, I think, is the fit and the lightness. Just the lightness does everything for you. So let's move on to the criteria number 2 now, proofing and protection. Now, there isn't really much to talk about proofing here. These are not waterproof, which is kind of weird because you do have this whole thing which kind of makes you think that these are waterproof. Now, these are advertised as quick drying, right? Air mesh, and they are indeed, you know, because they're so light, they will definitely dry faster. But I think Under Armour, they should have just went ahead and made these waterproof, since they implemented this sort of booty, right, sticking out. What's the point of this rubbery stuff if they are not waterproof? But that's just my personal opinion. Let's move on to the protection now. There isn't much of the protection here. You notice this design going to make an impression that they're somehow reinforcing the toe. No, they're not. This is very, very soft, pretty much just as soft as this. So any kind of impact you will definitely feel in your toe. So not much in the toe protection, not much obviously in the ankle protection, because this is really just nothing. And the heel, not much in the heel as well. You do have some decent protection from the bottom though, from the outsole, so pretty good there. Let's move to the criteria number 3, quality and the design features. Now, quality wise, I mean, everybody knows Under Armour overall. Whenever it comes to shoes, I love Under Armour. They are doing a great shoes overall. Now, whenever it comes to clothing, I don't know. It's you know, hit and miss. But shoes so far, the boots, I have not had a bad pair of Under Armour. And you can judge by the reviews. I mean, some of the most popular boots out there, tactical boots, Stellar Tag, for example, or a few other ones, they have some of the most positive reviews on Amazon. Check it out. And whenever it comes to the design features, usually here I talk about the lacing system. Not my favorite. It's just a regular flat strings. They don't slide through very easily, but they do the job. All right, it's not bad, but it's not great. I think something like this needs to have a BOA system. I think BOA system would be absolutely amazing over here. All right, so let's move on to the criteria number 4 now, outsole traction and stability. Now, like I said, this outsole is half good. In order to test the outsole, I do the run and the walk that I do it on a variety of different surfaces, starting from older asphalt, newer tarmac, and then some dry sand, dry grass, wet grass, some rocky road, and then finishing up on some marble and tile. And if it's winter, then I do test on ice and snow as well. Well, these are not winter, so there was no ice and snow. And like I said, this is just half good, and the reason for that is because we have absolutely amazing, unbelievably good outsole design pattern over here with perfect balance between aggression and flatness. Same in the back, and as you can see, the grooves go in separate directions, which is very smart. It gives you this way and that way. It kind of gives you traction both ways, if you're stopping fast or if you're starting to run, you know, something like that. It gives you good traction whatever you're doing. But then in the middle we have this absolutely stupid, completely different type. It's not rubber at all. It feels, this is what it is. It's the same material that is being used on the inside, on the middle of the sole, right? It's the midsole. And it's being used here in the outsole. I don't know why in the world Under Armour would do that. Because first of all, this is very soft. So if you step on the nail will go through this like butter. All right. Now here, it might go through, but you would definitely need much more pressure in order for it to go through. This, you pretty much don't need no pressure at all. It will go through without any problems. All right. Second of all, it is so slippery. So you have excellent traction here, you have excellent traction here, and here is just, I don't know whose freaking idea was that, but this is the worst idea that I have seen so far, and I've seen a lot of bad ideas implemented in the shoe wear. This is the worst so far that I've seen. I don't know how the hell Under Armour approved this. This is just stupid. All right. Such an amazing design, just ruined by this middle. I don't know what the hell happened there. But anyway, I'm not going to complain anymore about this. Let's move on to the criteria number 5. Temperature. Very nice and breathable whenever it comes to hot temperatures. Very light. Pretty good. Obviously, these are not designed in any way to be used in the winter, so I'm not even going to mention the cold. Not insulated, not waterproof. Makes no sense. Let's move on to the criteria number 6. Sizing, definitely true to the size, so great job with the quality control there, Under Armour, at least. Usually I say get yourself half a size bigger. Probably would apply here as well, but because this is more of a sneaker, you might get away with getting your correct size and it just be fine, especially because this is so soft here in the toe box. Criteria number 7, the balance of application. Now, if these really were your ultimate survival boots or shoes, right, would they be good? Honestly, I really want to see version 2 of these, whether you call them NXT or Horizon 50, I don't know. Under Armour, make up your mind. What's the name of this shoe? All right. But I want to see 2.0 version of this, because this can be absolutely amazing if some waterproofing is implemented. If you actually make it waterproof, because what else is the point of this? I don't get it. It's just design. This is supposed to be waterproof. These are made to be waterproof. And then please get rid of this. Just get rid of this and make this throughout the whole thing. Just make these two go together. One is this way, one is that way, but no this in between. All right, please. And maybe even some more protection. Maybe having this harder rubber from the outsole going over the toe to give you at least some kind of toe protection, so that whenever you're running, for example, on the rocky road and you have a rock, just, you know, fly and fall on your toe, at least a little bit of protection would be nice. But overall, I think they are pretty good, and I think they could be even. They could be really good. They could be phenomenal because they are very comfortable. Speaking of the comfort, I think some additional layer of cushioning would be nice in addition to the inner sole. Let's move on to the very last criterion, the price now. Now the price is $116 currently on Amazon. The link is in the description below. I think for the comfort level, definitely great. But whenever it comes to the price, you know, there's a lot of competition out there. Some very serious competition from brands like La Sportiva or Salomon. If you're looking to get yourself a good pair of hiking shoes or trail running shoes, I think there is some serious competition in that price range. So in the conclusion, I think if Under Armour does upgrade the way that I described it, I think we can talk about this. Honestly, I would spend even more money if it had the BOA system, but then it would be just unbeatable, because I know Under Armour has the BOA system on a few other hiking boots and shoes that they have, and I mean, that's always worth the money in my opinion. So let me know in the comments below, guys. What do you think about this review? What do you think about these Under Armour hiking shoes? Would you consider them as your hiking shoes, trail running shoes, or your ultimate survival shoes, right? If you have any requests for reviews, drop them in the comments below as well, and I will be happy to address them. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. This was Firearms of America. I'll see you guys in the next video.